Father!
Scout Isabeth, you put this company at risk by disobeying orders. Thanks to our new ally here, the Weird agreed to help us drive out the Reachmen. I hope you've... Where is Delphique? What is the meaning of this?
I thought as much. Captain Garecroft, your scout is infected. Kill her if you wish to maintain this alliance.
I won't kill her based on your word.
Then trust your new ally's word.
I'll make my own judgment. I don't take orders from you.
Father, stop! So it's true. I'm infected. That must be why Elgeni's poultice didn't fully heal. Everything I've been through. For this? And my own father won't even acknowledge me as his daughter. But it's worth it, right? My life for an alliance. I'll let Delphique know I'm ready. I'm sure she won't hesitate, and my father won't stop her. I've made my decision, Father.
Isabeth, don't be foolish. You can't think straight.
No, Father. I've never been so clear. We're a Delphique? Do it. Now, before I change my mind.
Isabeth! The Weird expect an alliance now after they murder my daughter in cold blood? After what the Weird did to my daughter? The Weird has killed her without hesitation. Isabeth was a foolish girl. I should have disciplined her better. Made her stronger, yes. Evermore needs this alliance. But I need...
Yuella the Hagraven is the true evil here. Even together, my sisters and these soldiers can only prevent these Reachmen from advancing further south. With the Crows as her spies, Yuella is everywhere. But the Hagraven's physical form is assuredly deep in Reachman-held territory. My sister, you would venture up to Jackdaw Cove? Yuella's influence has corrupted everything there. It's wretched, but if you are willing, I will not try to dissuade you.
choices go from bad to... How did you get here? Wait, don't answer that. Just tell me that you can help. Sir Etienne Hu brought us out here to protect Mercian's hamlet against the Reachmen. When he was wounded, first I need to listen to the village elder, Medya Zurich. She offered to heal. Medya, what is it? Is Sir Etienne all right?
He's doing fine. And when he returns, you all will leave?
We'll stay until Mercian's hamlet is free. Or Sir Etienne and I both fall in the fight.
I see. Well, he'll be resting comfortably soon. Don't you fret. I'll go see to the poor knight now, then.
Good. Good, he's all right. Now let's go over what we need. Sir Etienne is all right. That puts my mind at ease. We arrived with our horses on those merchant ships, along with Sir Etienne. Yes, Sir Etienne was adamant we do so, though our venture seemed ill-fated from the start, just as they were 30 years ago. The madmen. They use the trees, rocks, and homes here to outmaneuver our horses. The things I saw during Black Drake's invasion, they kept me from the purity of heart required to be a knight. Others managed. You've the look of an experienced combatant. Hold the line while I check.
The woods are no place for a princess. The woods welcome you. Know that the creatures here are neither enemies nor for you? Perhaps. The Viridian Sentinel once kept the wild at bay for the folk of Bankurai, gravely wounded. But yes, Princess Alara is here. The Sentinel will be at the Standing Stones by Viridian Lake. His Sentinel is part of an ancient pact made long before living memory. A guardian of the woods of sort. The Glenmoral Weird were not a party to the original pact. It's only our connection. If I had a seed for every man, woman, and child who asked me that, I'd cover the land in ivy. Hello there.
Sad, isn't it? Poor child. I'm afraid not. As the Sentinel, I must warn you that these woods aren't safe. But as old girls, I'm glad to see she was attacked and left for dead by the wayside like a beast. Take my amulet. Get down in the center of the rings and feel the earth. I need the energy from there to keep... Well, the weird won't call me anything different. Most people who live around here call me old girls or just Stenwick. The Viridian Sentinel is a bit... These woods have a life and a mind of their own. Well, what I do is make sure it doesn't get out of hand. There's some good folk who live me. I'd left Evermore and decided to live my life in the woods. And I met a man here, the previous Sentinel, a long, long time ago. Once I even worked as a royal gardener in Evermore. If I was younger, I could instantly purge the poison. Just in time. I've made a salve for Alara that'll help her wake. I'll channel what energy I have left. So just take a moment. Took more out of me than I thought. Go on, give it to the poor girl. I'll be all right.
I was asleep? What am I doing in this hovel? And who are you? No. Then you have my gratitude. I feel weak, but not unwell. I see. My mother must be in mourning then. I will send word that I am well.
The forest feels your weakness, Sentinel. This is treacherous ground.
Enter Daemara. Was that a warning or a threat?
Stenwick, who is this? A Weirus?
Yes, child. You'll know more of them soon enough.
Is that so? You're more foolish than I thought, old man.
Don't think anything of this. The weird are a strange folk. The weird and I have always had a tenuous relationship, but saving Alara was something I needed to do. It's quite complicated. Suffice to say, they don't think I should use the forest power for such things. Of course, they'd much rather I didn't exist at all. Oh, my salve was but a reprieve, I fear. In order to safeguard Alara, I need to do something drastic, and I'll need the Weird's help. Some call her the voice of the forest. In a way, she is. They are guardians of nature in the truest sense, and I am a guardian of the people. Our interests don't always coincide. Oh, my salve was but a reprieve, I fear. In order to safeguard Alara, I need to do something drastic. The Weird and I have always had a tenuous relationship. It's quite complicated. My salve was but a reprieve. Some call her the voice of the forest. Find the voice of the forest. It shouldn't be difficult to find, but if you must, take my amulet. Its power is spent, but the voice of the forest...
I won't sit here and let you do all the work. We have to find the voice of the forest. I suppose you're right. I'll stay here with Stenwick. But this forest voice, if it's like a Spriggan, it will probably. But they're animals. I don't see any other way to reason with them. Stenwick needs... And if we never find it? No. Kill the Spriggans.
This creature disturbs the woods with the Sentinel's binding as a token. Has the forest not bent to the whims of the... So, he may pass our yoke to another, a stranger to the woods. Your demand is that why should we care for a mortal? We only seek to grow as our nature intends. Your sentinel is the one who prevents this. But you care. Take the bud and be gone. But know this, there shall be no...
Hail. A familiar scent surrounds you. Did the Sentinel send you? What do you hold? How dare the Sentinel pick his successor out of pity? But she didn't bring us the bud. You did. Why should we give our blessing to one who needs... He didn't even trust you enough to tell you, did he? Let the Sentinel explain it to you when you next see him. I'll do my part and no more. Where is too weak to even follow you? No, the forest does not need such a creature. The Sentinel...
You have something to say. You'll say it to my face.
I will. You are weak, fit for little more than prey. How do you hope to wield the Sentinel's power?
Stenwick is trying to save my life. I don't know what he has planned, but I certainly owe it to him to see this through.
The child knows nothing, and he expects us to offer our blessing?
I don't know what Stenwick is planning, but if it'll save my life, I trust him. I don't understand why these weird people sounds like jealousy to me. It won't stand in my way. I won't give up a second chance at life for the whims of some forest folk. Stenwick is a kind man. Why won't they see that he means no harm? Why? She pretends to be in charge of everything. And we've already received the bud from the voice of the forest.
Once the Viridian Sentinel stood for something more than a wet nurse to spoil children. His time wanes. He will make this girl the new Sentinel, untrained and unfit. He holds no respect for the forest and no respect for the weird. What does it matter to us if... We've heard nothing from the Sentinel these past days but demands. Still, we will do what must be done. Perhaps we can trust you to make the correct... Althine will help you prepare it. For the Sentinel's ritual, he needs a Spriggan bud, freely given. You have obtained that, but the bud will not bloom without nurturing.
But sister...
You said this was the last time we would help the Sentinel. Enough. Come, let us finish the blessing and be done with it. Come along, then. We have a sacrifice ready. When I say, hold the bud out in your hands, keep them steady, no matter what happens. Plunge it into the offering. Quickly.
The weird have stalled long enough. Stenwick isn't healthy, and we must do what he asked before it's too late. Go to him. Tell him what we've done. I have a feeling they don't dare harm me as long as I'm under Stenwick's protection. We'll see if I guessed correct, of course. And this bud may heal Stenwick, the way he healed me. We'll need to use it if we're to save him.
I was hoping you'd return before... I couldn't speak to you one last time. It's good a lot...
Time, my friend. I gave my everything to heal Elara, and it won't be enough. That's why I sent you to get the Spriggan bud. The only way, in a sense, the power of the Sentinel is immortal. I'm old, but Elara is young. The Sentinel's power will take root and flourish in her. The weird fear what she will become, but you tell her. She must tame the will of the woods. The bud will summon, and the amulet will bind. The weird certainly won't help, considering they'd much rather see this power go to waste.
Thought he'd be here by now. Where? He gave everything to keep me alive. Even his life. I don't even know what to do now. That was his plan all along, wasn't it? And I never got to thank him. If this is what he wanted, then I must see it through. So these moats are all that's left of dear Stenwick. What's that sound? Can you hear it?
We meet again, ally of the Viridian Sentinel. Now you seek to subjugate these woods once again. How I long to watch you stumble and fail. But an ancient pact compels me to explain Then there will be no Viridian Sentinel. The yoke about our necks for centuries would be freed. Of course, there is one way to ensure the princess does not become the Sentinel. Destroy the Spriggan bud I gave you. And it is true, but we have endured a slow death for much longer. Man was not meant to rule over nature. No matter their intentions, they cannot. The torches on either side would suffice. Their flames and your intention are more than enough.
I think I'm better now. Gods, what is this place? I didn't think we'd be able to pull through at the end. But we did. We did! You can't imagine how this feels. I had no idea Stenwick had this kind of power. I can feel the earth. I can taste the wind. It's like every piece of this forest is a part of me. I will remain here, a part of these woods forever. Could I even command the beasts? It seems that it would have been more than that. The rocks themselves give me strength. I feel immortal. Apologies, my friend. This power, it's heady, like a deep, cold pool. Refreshing, but so easy. We met only briefly, but the forest will remember your deeds forever. I will make sure of it. So much has happened to me. It's hard to think clearly. No. I belong here, in these woods. Eventually, the Weird and I will come to terms. I see our past and...
He's too sick to travel again if this... It's the waiting that's the worst. If Kerbal has some magic cure, why doesn't she just give it to my husband? She's the village's mayor. They say Kerbal can cure any disease, but once cured, that's another strange thing. It's hidden, through the cave up the hill. Kerbal will send for me eventually. But I'm worried. It's forever without him. You'll need to talk to the guard by the cave entrance before you go. They don't take kindly to unexpected visitors. To be honest, we don't know. He doesn't like to talk about it, even to me. Last month, he locked himself in our basement. I heard all about a legendary village where all illnesses cured, ever since I was a lad. When Draven got sick, Draven entered the village a week ago. Kerbal says it's part of the treatment, to see how the patient fares without his or her family. She sent someone to...
You hear what the cultists were doing at Eagle's Brook?
Stop! I must alert the mayor to all new...
Many would. I can't allow everyone into the village, or we'd be overrun by disease. Some say the village can cure everything, but that's definitely not true. We're very selective. His case came up today, so your timing is excellent. I'll signal ahead that you're coming in. We ask that...
Rejoice! Soon we will have a new member of our family, Draven. Family, Draven.
Hello.
Patience, friends. I will speak to each of you individually. I don't recognize you. Come, let us speak. Welcome to our humble village. Not many find us by accident, yet I smell no illness upon you. Renoir sent you then. He need not wait outside any longer. Draven will soon be inducted into the village. I'll see to it the guard lets him know. I apologize, but you are an outsider. It's impossible for you to fully understand, but suffice to say that those who are cured...
Forgive me for not getting up. It's been a long day, and I'm ravenous. Is there something you need? He's such a silly one. Of course I am. Now that Kerbal's agreed to cure me. He can come to the village now the first week's over. Is he still suspicious of these fine I'm afraid I can't talk about it. The village prides itself on privacy.
Draven, what's going on? No one will tell me a thing.
Come and sit, dear. Everything will be all right.
I can't be the only one who thinks something strange is going on. Kerbal and the lot of them. There's some kind of cult.
Renoir, let it rest. Soon I'll be better.
I don't trust anyone in this town. Why won't they tell me exactly what the cure is? Why can't we leave town afterwards? Draven's desperate for a cure. He'll believe anything, anyone. I know you've got your own business, but I could use someone on my side. Thank you. I'll talk to Kerbal directly and see if she'll tell me anything. So far, she's kept all the details to herself.
You're new here. Watch yourself, running about and bothering folks. Ha! Is this one of Kerbal's tests? I'm not saying a word.
Kerbal doesn't like us talking to outsiders. Too much at stake, she says. I promised to say nothing. Does an oath mean anything to you? If you won't be dissuaded, talk.
It hurts! The change! Oh, the change is coming! I'm a werewolf! Oh, God, I said it!
Please, don't leave yet. Can I talk to you?
That's not right. Something strange is going on in this town. There's a winding path just past the village. Kerbal and a handful of others took him up that way. They said they'd enough for both of us. No? Then you use them as a disguise. Kerbal's too familiar with my face. Keep out of sight. They wouldn't even allow me to watch, so I doubt you'd be welcome.
Greetings.
There's no turning back now, Draven. You are a part of this village now. Don't be alarmed. Soon the pain will subside.
No.
Don't interrupt the ritual. No! I've lost control. Draven! Come back! You've endangered us all with your meddling. Well, yes, we all are, in fact. That's why he came to us. I can suppress the lycanthropic tendencies of the disease. The ritual you interrupted was to seal Draven's form. To protect him, we must find him. The ritual might go after him. I must tell everyone what's happened. Everyone who's left, that is. If he can't...
Some of the people in the town are What? That was his disease all along? Why didn't he tell me? We have to go after him. He's probably frightened out of his mind. What was Kerbal? Kerbal has a lot of explaining to do. Sealing his form, what does that even mean? Gods, I pray Draven's...
Everyone, stay calm. We will soon have this back in hand. Keep faith, my friends. Renoir, bring Draven to the town hall. Stranger, come with me. Some of the townsfolk have already turned back into their werewolf form. The spell is breaking faster than I thought. Draven must complete the ritual. Yes, he's not the first to fail, but it's very rare. Those who don't complete the ritual usually die immediately, by their own hand or someone else's. Nevertheless, it's better than the alternative. He may not see me as an ally, thanks to your interference. He may only remember how much pain I caused. This is your fault, so you must fix it. The others from the ritual site will bring him in. Let's hope he doesn't remember your fight. Talk to Draven, but take what he says with a grain of salt.
What have you done to my husband?
Where am I? It was like I fell asleep, but then there was this terrible pain. I remember you. You're the one who helped my husband. I see the truth. Power calls me. No one can stop me. Kill. Eat. There is... No, don't let her. I don't want this anymore. I've seen what she does to the people in this village. She takes their minds, puts them under her control. I'll have to learn to control myself, but it's not impossible. I've had lycanthropy for a while now, and I know the signs. It'll be much easier now that Renoir knows the truth. I felt it. She was in my head during the ritual, cutting away something inside. Something important. I couldn't move. To think she did that to all those people, that's no cure. Thank you. Poor Renoir. I'm so sorry, my love. You can leave me if it's too much to bear.
I've heard enough! I'll be outside. What will happen to Draven now? I don't understand any of this. Her too? That explains it. Kerbal has a spell over this entire town. These people are all mindless drones. If we're to save Draven, we must break this spell for good. I think I know what to do. The gate on this side of town leads to a cave entrance. It was guarded the last time I saw it, but with half the town gone, maybe we can get through. Kerbal doesn't want anyone up there. We've got to destroy whatever she's hiding on the hill. What is this? This has got to be the source of the spell. Let's destroy it. Quiet. I think I hear something.
Renoir, stay back!
It's Draven. It's got to be. Come on! There's nothing left for us in this town. Draven? Oh, you're back to a werewolf. Draven, wait! We can't go through the town, not after what's happened. I'm glad we put a stop to this madness. And look, Draven knows me. He knows both of us. Draven needs to learn how to control his power. I don't know where we'll go while he does. Somewhere far away from anyone else, where no one will question us. There's a lot I don't understand about what happened, but at least Draven and I are together. The way we belong. No. And now that I know what it is, it doesn't matter. I've known him all my life. This is the first time he's ever kept anything secret. We'll need to work on talking over our troubles with each other, instead of hiding our problems. Our lives will be different, but I'm sure other...